Exactly 5 years ago, I visited Xinjiang to make 2 short travel videos. Half a decade later, I'm visiting Kashgar and Urumqi again to see how things have changed. I found myself blocked from filming mosques, met kids forced to learn another language, encountered citizens working for much less than a fair wage, and so much more. The Western media has led the world to believe that Xinjiang people are the victims of genocide, forced into slave labour, banned from celebrating their religion, and forced to stop speaking their own language. But trust me, it's exactly the opposite of what you imagine. My name's Andy, a New Zealander who's lived in China for more than 10 years. Come with me as I explore 2 of Xinjiang's most famous cities for the second time. This is the Xinjiang Uygur Autonomous Region, the westernmost part of China, home to more than 25 million. The majority of whom, as you might have guessed from the name, come from the Uyghur ethnic group, one of China's 55 ethnic minorities. The Western media has long led you to believe that this place is one of endless atrocities, that there's an ongoing genocide, that the people, many of whom are Muslim, are banned from practicing their religion, that people are forced into slave labour, and that no one is allowed to speak their own language. I'm here to show you that is not true. My first stop is the ancient city of Kashgar, perhaps one of Xinjiang's most famous, with over 2,000 years of history as a key trading hub on the Silk Road. That's no surprise considering that Kashgar prefecture borders Tajikistan, Afghanistan, and Pakistan. I'm here to meet my colleague and friend Nigar, a young Uyghur who speaks fluent English, Mandarin, and of course, Uyghur.
听说过，就是来到新疆的很多外国朋友，他们会说，就是新疆跟他们在外媒的报道看到的不一样，然后他们会跟我说，在他们看到的报道里面就有这些 genocide, forced labor， 就是这些词的。就是他们为什么会这么想？因为我们在这里一切都非常的顺利，然后方便，我就不知道他们为什么会有这样的想法，觉得我们在这里生活的不幸福。
She is just as miffed by the Western media coverage of her homeland as I am, so she happily agreed to come along and be my Uyghur translator.
You went to Shanghai to learn at the Shanghai Waiyu Daxue. But the foreign media maybe would say you were forced to go to Shanghai to learn.
No, I take the college entrance exam by all my efforts
To go there. So you studied so hard to go to Shanghai to learn.
Go to Shanghai to learn. They are saying a Chinese government is forcing a Chinese citizen to learn Mandarin. I don't know what's wrong with learning Mandarin. To see the world outside of the Xinjiang.
We're going to eat some dessert.
Right nearby is the Idka Mosque, built in 1442 and the largest in all of China. Last time they let me in, but this time I was refused entry. But since this isn't a BBC report, I'll let you know the real reason.
说如果你现在想进去，就是 pray， 那可以进去欢迎，但是你要去参观拍照是不可以的。
不能。
对。
namoz o'qiydiganlar chirdi, sayohat qiladiganlar jilmaydi. Keyin namozni yolg'onni yozib, endi sayohat qiladiganlar chirdi, namoz o'qiydiganlar namoz vaqtida o'qiydi.
谢谢啊。
Slave labour is another massive topic when it comes to Western media coverage of Xinjiang. The US has passed a law that flips the international legal concept of innocent until proven guilty on its head. Instead labelling all and any labour in all of Xinjiang as slave labour. Companies have to prove they're not using slave labour to be cleared. So I went to chat with some local workers. First up I met this guy who I shockingly discovered after a few minutes chatting is working for well below minimum wage.
夏天低一点，冬天贵一点。
听老板的就好。
He'll cut your hair and shave your face for just 5 yuan. That's just 74 US cents.
Fakat ayrıca oldu ki programda memnun içinde klaydı puto açkan tabi yüzümü de. Şimdi ondan ne demek sevmeyme demiş var. Ne işin bize çekti işin çekti ne işin çekti. Ve şunu için bana şimdi şarkının yönetmeni 5 kol kaso. Zevkli meresi açkan bir iki adım mağaya vaktinde çek yasa çakalarsan 5 koy. Öyle zor var. Lakin ben töbine 40 sam 5 koy cevabımı 10 koy. Hatta Şanghay'da Beijing gitme yaş valla 50 kıl sakikalar dış vatta edik o. At bize o zor insan mat attı. Bu işine ne yapsın sebebim ender yaşadılar. At yok ne 10 kıl varsa 5 kıl varsa sakın aldır 5 kıl bekler büyük bir sebep var.
Do you reckon Buzzfeed would ever report this guy's story? I don't think so either. I chatted with some other workers too, including this guy who makes cute sheep butt fridge magnets.
10种颜色的，现在就
10种颜色。
现在嘛就
And these young Uyghurs who slave away all day over a hot naan oven.
这份工作辛苦吗？
辛苦，特别辛苦，朋友。
但是很开心，
很开心。
能学到这份工作。
你们能够在那么漂亮的地方工作就很好，是吧？但是夏天就太热了吧，做这个。
习惯了。
习惯就好。
对。
This guy's in his early 20s and he's about to finish a 3-year apprenticeship. Soon he'll be a full-fledged baker and he is proud.
所以你现在快学好了，有什么感受呢？
过程但是有点苦，但是学完了以后会很荣幸。
哦，对，可以。
Especially because this is a family tradition. They've been making naan for decades.
小时候嘛，我们家里面有7、8个馕坑呢，我们就当不打馕的时候，我们有藏在那个馕坑里面挑来挑去玩的。哎，
咱们长大了给那个儿子们学技术。
哦，可以。
对，那个儿子也长大了，儿子还有教。
所以会感觉很骄傲嘛。
对。
哦，厉害。
什么的？
这是第2关。
对，他还没玩完，但是。
I was shocked to come across some kids playing elastics, a game I was bullied for liking as a kid. Honestly, the kids here are so friendly, so we asked one if he could take us to see his home, which is just a few hundred meters away.
他的家里比这里比较近，还是这样的？
He instantly agreed.
我们马上要过年，所以那个。
哦，对，马上要过年。你好，你好。你好。
His nana was in the kitchen preparing food for the Urumqi festival, the biggest Muslim festival of the year.
好香啊！
他害怕别人觉得他家不干净，
好干净啊！
他还是因为已经这么干净整洁了，他还是就是怕别人会觉得不干净。因为他现在就是要过国日邦节了，所以他们在大扫除。其实啊，
那我们看那边吧，好漂亮这里。
Unfortunately, as I started filming other parts of the house, a young lady asked me to stop.
Hello， 不要拍了，太冷了这个房子。
好看呀！
我们过几天不是过节吗？所以收拾房子呢，太冷了，不要拍，不要拍，不要拍。
She was a bit embarrassed of the mess, but did invite us to sit down for a meal, something we, of course, could not refuse. In the hot afternoon sun, the only option is to sit in the shade and have a cold drink. And just then, these 2 older men came along dancing. And that brings us to another favourite Xinjiang topic of Western media, the claim that locals here are forced by the government to dance.
Milletler birliğe ittifaklaşınlar, hemkarlık bir zıt bulanlar, diyen siz bizimle ittifaklaşıp, oynayıp, şalfırıp oynayın. Şu kalamı çırı aldı. Yakşı mı o ya?
Yaxşı, yaxşı, yaxşı.
Sizlik balığıyla oynayın ya. Şal olun, nığımız açıldı, cışkın balığıyla. Hani oynasak da harabe tutsak.
Çünkü biz mağlu suda talantımızı az oluşuyor.
Everywhere is a dance floor, such a nice view of the world. Because of the piercing sun here in this desert oasis, the locals really start to come out when the sun begins to retreat. It's 9 p.m. and the local parks, like here at People's Park, are coming to life. Here we met up with Nigar's friend, Jadzala. She's also from Xinjiang, but she's from the Kazakh ethnic group.
所以这个问题有可能是有点傻，就是如果你们因为你们都住在新疆，但是这里有很多不同的少数民族，所以如果你一遇到一个陌生人，怎么办呢？就用普通话。
对，用普通话，因为普通话是互相都能听懂的，因为你不确定他是什么少数民族的时候，就用普通话。对对对。
Western media claim that locals here are forced to learn Mandarin Chinese, as if speaking the official language of their country is a bad thing.
所以对你们来说，特别是住在新疆的，跟你们一样的人，就是普通话也特别重要。
非常重要，
非常重要。
你想，56个民族在新疆就有13个世居民族，对他们之间要相互交流，必须通过共同的一个大家都能懂，就像英语，它是一个世界语言，对吧？
对对对，所以普通话就是
在中国的一个通行证。
对
对。
Quite literally, if Nigar and Jadzala didn't speak Mandarin, they couldn't possibly be friends today. It's the key language of communication between the dozens of ethnic groups who call Xinjiang home.
那么最近外媒有很多跟普通话有关的报道，就是说你们学普通话就是政府强迫的。
我们都积极主动的渴望学习。
对，而且这个学普通话是就一直以来都有学，很早就是
不用学吧，
不用学，就是你
交流，慢慢它就有。像我们小时候生活的环境，各民族嘛，那我不知道我是从什么时候开始说的，
对，
都忘记了。
慢慢我就会说了，
就习惯了。
对，
所以如果你们没有普通话怎么办
？Sign language
我们可能会发明出某一种方式去。
My time in Kashgar is coming to an end, but first we'll head along to the night market to check out the local buzz. Kashgar is an awesome city, and it's nothing like the Western media makes it out to be. My next stop is Xinjiang's capital, Urumqi, some 1,100 kilometers and a 2-hour flight to the northeast. There, I'll take you to meet some young Uyghur kids forced to learn a different language.
I like English.
We'll check out a newspaper in the Uyghur language, despite the Western media saying it's banned. And we'll check out the largest festival in all of Xinjiang, a Muslim holiday, which means the people here enjoy an extra 5 days of annual holidays than anyone else in China. I'll see you then.